Good morning, children. Today, next we are going to see about after epiphytic plants is halophytes. Halophytes. Already we know some of the examples for halophyte that we have learnt in the 11th set. That is Avicennia. Okay, that is nothing but it has named as breathing root plants. That is found in the salt, high salt condition of plants, salt concentration of the plants. It is named as halophyte. You can see in the seashores and estuaries, such high salt condition is needed for this growth of the plants. Example, you can see Rhizopora, Sonaracia, Avicennia. Okay, so they are found near the seashores as well as estuaries. We can find. So such plants are called the halophytic plant. Here, always is physically wet plants, but physiologically dry plants. Okay, so the plant cannot utilize the salt water directly, so they have to filtrate the salt and they use for the physiological process, that is especially for respiration as well as for the photosynthetic processes. So example, you can find near the mangrove forest plants. So such plants are named as mangroves. Okay, so this is some of the example found near the seashore plants, that is halophytes, Rhizopora, Sonaracia, Avicennia. You can find the roots. That is nothing. It is named here as nematopores. Okay. So these nematopores helpful for the breathing for the plant, because in high saline condition the plant cannot respire. So such these plants will be giving rise to these nematopores, and into it have the pores. So that pores are named as nematopores. Holes are named as nematodes. That the holes, through that the plant used to respire. Okay. So this is the specific character for halophytic plants. So here these temperate two types of halophytes are there: temperate halophyte and tropical halophytic plant. Temperate halophyte it is easily breakable, that is herbaceous plant, and tropical halophytes are bushy plants. Okay, so here in addition to the central normal root, it has slit roots also. These have the negatively geotrophic root. Already we know that roots are always positively geotrophic, that is grows towards the soil. Is it or not? But in halophytes it has a specific character that grows away from the soil. So they are negatively geotrophic roots. Okay. So these roots are named as nematopores. With in this, they have the small minute pores on their surface. So that pores are named as nematode or lenticel. That is helpful to get sufficient aeration, so to respire the air. Hence only they are named as breathing root. Okay. Example, you can say Avicennia plants. Okay, found in the seashores. Presence of thick cuticle are present on the aerial surface body. So the leaves, some of the plant they have entire, succulent, thick, glossy, aphyllous. Aphyllous means without leaves. So such a plants are also found. So they are named as succulent halophyte. Example, you can say Salicornia. This is Salicornia, absence of leaves, but entire body is succulent plant, thickly present. Okay, no leaves are present in them. So they are named as succulent halophytes. Here we have seen vivipary, that is seed germination found in the seashores, are named as vivipary mode of seed germination in halophytes. This is vivipary, that is having seeds, and it used to germinate in the water, and then it used to move and fix in the soil of the soil in the water itself. Okay, so such a plants are called the halophytic, and this growth is named as vivipary mode of seed germination. Okay, so here anatomical adaptation of these halophytes. Here epidermal cells are present. So but they have cutinized layer. Cutinized means a cutin, a sugar substance, that waxy substance is present. This wax, along with this cutin, it is filled with the oil tannins. Okay. And next, star-shaped sclerids and hatch-shaped spicules are present. What is the use of these spicules as well as sclerids? Sclerids are dead tissues, and spicules means thin, sharp layers or thin, sharp outgrowths will be present. What is the use means it gives a mechanical strength to the cortex present in the stem. So mechanical strength, it gives the mechanical strength to the cortex of the plant tissue. And next, here two types of leaves are found. One is dorsiventral leaf and isobilateral leaves. Both the dorsiventral and isobilateral leaves. Dorsiventral means it is made up of palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. Both are be present in the same plant tissue. Isobilateral, any one will be present. Example, you can say for dorsiventral, dicot, isobilateral, monocot leaves. So here, here they may be any either dorsiventral or isobilateral. It have the important one, that is named as salt secreting glands will be present. Okay. So next, physiological adaptations. Here high osmotic pressure are found in the plants, and the seed germination will be germinated in the fruit of the mother plant itself. So in the mother plant itself, the seed used to germinate. You can find here it used to grow in the mother plant itself. So after germination, it falls on the water and fixes to the mud or soil, and from that it grows. It used to grow. So such a plants are called as vivipary mode of nutrition. Okay.